Hey friends, Paul Rubens just sent me this gorgeous floral watercolor set, and because swatching takes a little time, I thought I'd do something new today and have a little story time while we swatch. And boy, did they know who they were sending this to, because this pink tin is everything. Inside, there's a swatch card and a color chart. There are 24 paints, and wait a second, that's better. Rainbow order, baby. Now we could use this swatch chart that's included, but they were nice enough to send me a watercolor journal too. Now it did arrive a little damaged, but I was able to glue it, and while the glue was drying, I wanted to make one modification. So if you're like me and you don't like the extra flap on your palette, you can actually pull this pin out and remove it, and you can add it back if you want to later. Super handy. Okay, it's time to swatch. And while I go through these colors, I have got to tell you about the most memorable art critique I ever had back in college, many moons ago. I had one particular professor who had a very dramatic way of letting you know when something wasn't working. So all of the students would hang their artwork up on the wall outside in the hallway from the classrooms for critique time. And he would just walk around looking at everything, and if he felt like a piece just wasn't quite there yet, he would literally pull the pins out of the wall and let the artwork fall to the floor. Like, actually let it fall. And the first time it happened, everyone was just sitting there like, oh, okay, so this is how it's gonna go. And let me tell you, as a young art student who had poured hours and hours into a piece, watching your artwork slowly slide down the wall was a very effective way to get your attention. But there was a great point to it that obviously has stuck with me to this day. He was trying to teach us not to get too attached to something just because we made it. Sometimes a piece needs to be reworked, sometimes it needs to be abandoned. So that weird little ritual probably helped me more than I realized and taught me pretty early in my career that feedback is not the same thing as failure. All right, so let's get back to these paints. Now I noticed that they have a really similar feel to my Kuretake paints. They are super pigmented, some are very opaque, and when you lay down a heavier application, they can dry with that same almost satiny sheen. There's a good range of both warm and cool colors, though I was a little surprised to see 3 browns in a 24 color set. Now personally, I would have traded one of those for a lighter neutral that could be more useful for mixing. But overall, these are a really approachable set, especially for beginners or artists who are just looking for a fun, affordable palette.